from Minnesota,
Thank
Mr. Stauber, for
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As you know well, in northern Minnesota, we have the three T's: timber, taconite, and tourism. I'd argue there are a few communities across this great nation that understand and benefit from the multi-use mandate more than the communities across northern Minnesota that I am proud to represent. My district is home to two working industrial forests, including the Chippewa National Forest and the Superior National Forest, where we responsibly harvest timber and mine the taconite that is used in production of 80+% of this nation's domestically produced steel. And located on in the Superior is the Duluth Complex, which is the largest untapped copper nickel find in the entire world. But we will only be able to responsibly mine these minerals needed to power our 21st century economy forward if we uphold and promote the multiple use mandate on our federal lands. Mr. Neiman, thank you for being here today. I want to share that I know your industry quite well, given the makeup of my district. It's home to dozens and dozens of timber harvesters, mills, and other wood product manufacturers. Unfortunately, we've seen several mills shut down in recent years, leading to the loss of hundreds of jobs. And in most cases, this has been due to regulatory burdens put in place by the EPA and other federally regulatory agencies, as well as the Forest Service failure to uphold their end of the bargain of the multiple use mandate and enable us to reach our timber harvesting goals. Can you talk about the economic impact of mill closures in rural communities where your companies operate?
I sure could. Thank you very much. And please say hi to Howard Hedstrom for me.
I know Howard very well.
Okay. A great friend. I'm going to talk first. I've lived through 6 recessions in my lifetime at my age, going clear back to the 70s. And our family's been able to weather those storms and get through them. This is the first recession in the timber business that we've been in that we've had to deal with no timber supply and running out of wood. You can figure out how to get through recessions sometimes and weather storms like we have in the past. You can't operate a sawmill without wood. Along with what you recognized, the high cost of added costs that's happened in inflation over the last 3 or 4 years, and all the regulation that comes on with that. That regulation has cost the government a whole lot more to put up that wood and made it less valuable to us at the same time with the added cost we have to go through. So I hope that answered your question.
It does, and there's a timber harvester that was reluctant to even go out and harvest the timber. He couldn't afford the fuel. Wasn't going to make it on just harvesting the timber. So, Mr. Neiman, one last question. Is it fair to say that if the Forest Service was doing a better job of meeting its timber harvesting goals, many of the jobs in the timber harvesting and forest products industries wouldn't be at risk, allowing for the maximum allowable sale to be harvested?
I don't know of any place in the country that's right now. If you know of any, I don't know of any forest meeting their ASQ.
Right.
I know of none.
That's the point of the question. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Gibbs, is a forest fire subject to a NEPA analysis? That's not hard.
No.
Is a forest fire subject to PM/NAAQS regulations?
No.
What does a better job of sequestering carbon from our atmosphere? A manufactured wood product, an insect-infested tree, or a burnt forest?
You know,
That's not hard either. It's a manufactured wood product. Mr. Gibbs, thank you very much. Mr. Chair, I yield back.